also wanted to ask was I was out there with my girlfriend a couple months ago, and I saw this lady. She was not on one of the trails, but she was off near a creek, and she was taking measurements. And when I talked to her, she was studying the impacts of like human interaction for certain environments and everything. Like if you literally did a footprint like near a creek, like what would that do to the erosion? How would that change the stream and all that? What I was wanting to know is what is y'all's involvement with the education community and everything? Like what all do you guys do with that?
Well, first of all, we have a vibrant education and research programs, and we have great staff in both of those areas as well. And so we bring out over 10 to 14,000 students a year to go through formal programs at Bernheim, formal educational programs. A lot of those deal with water quality issues, understanding how rainfall is filtered by the forests and the limestone rock and is purified in those processes, and how it becomes groundwater, and that groundwater contributes to rivers, and of course that's the water we end up drinking.
Right.
Other programs can be very simple about arts and nature and understanding beauty and creativity and those kinds of things. We have a huge program in outdoor play, in free play as we call it. And that's where kids can be kids, and they make up their own games, they make up their own rules, and there's a lot of academic studies that show that this is good for childhood development, it's good for understanding risk, it's good for school readiness, it increases creativity. It really is great for the social behavior of children to play naturally outdoors.
Yeah, of
and
course.
So we now have a network of people throughout the region who are doing this in neighborhoods, in Louisville, in Bardstown, Elizabethtown, Frankfort, et cetera, and smaller communities throughout, trying to get kids outdoors to play naturally. So Bernheim has big programs in education, wonderful events in education. In fact, Colorfest, our fall event in October, is often very, very busy because it's a combination of both just fun and learning. And of course, if the trees are hitting, if the leaves are in full color, it's absolutely striking. But we also then have research programs that occur. And those research programs might be the impacts of people on nature. It might be the effects of fire, controlled fires, on the regeneration of oak trees and why that isn't occurring properly in the East Coast. Or, as I said before, it might be tracking golden eagles all the way to Canada and back.
That's cool.
And everything in between. So, it's one of the things I do like about Bernheim. And one of the things that you asked, what are some of the things I like best, is I often get this reaction when people truly understand all the programs and activities going on out there with such a small staff. It's sort of like, wow, I had no idea. And that's it. There's always something to discover at Bernheim.
I love that. That's cool. So what are, you mentioned Color Festival in October.